Welcome back to the channel. This is Bio News Network. We are actually tracking a significant weather event here that's actually starting. We have been taking a look at it here on March 23rd, and it's actually migrating into what's going to be, we anticipate to be a significant two-day event for possible tornado activity with high to moderate risk in the states of Mississippi and Alabama. So before we actually get into this significant weather event that's going to be occurring over the next 48 hours, if you appreciate weather content, please go ahead, like, share, and subscribe to this video so we can actually get started. So we're actually taking a look at a significant weather event that has a deep-seated low pressure system. Is a low pressure system that's actually centered south of in a South Texas area, but is now migrating across, creating a significant weather event here into the states of New Mexico, as well as the northern Texas Panhandle. And as we take a closer look, we can actually see from our NOAA surface analysis that we are actually deep into a significant weather event here with a very deep low pressure system. Keep in mind that the Gulf of Mexico is a very, very warm mass of air, mass of water at this time, and that is going to actually be a significant fuel for possibly going to be, as we can see, a warm front area in the states of Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama. So as we take a closer look at this, we can actually see that from the probability of the weather of accumulated snowfall, we do see that as this system makes its way and it's more seeded into the areas of New Mexico and northern Texas, we can actually see the accumulated snowfall that's anticipated in the states of New Mexico as well as southern Colorado. And as this system makes its way across, there's going to be significant weather event. We anticipate seeing a few inches of snow, even though it's going to be moving relatively quickly, and there's going to be strong winds behind it as it moves across the Midwest and into the southeast areas of the United States. We do anticipate that starting in early Thursday morning, there's going to be heavy rainfall, very, very significant thunderstorm activity in the city of Dallas, extending possibly all the way down to Houston and South Texas. And as it makes its way across, we do anticipate, based on all of the modeling, with the very, very warm advection of warm air and a warm body of water that heats up a little bit every single day, as we're actually in spring and going into probably a model of more early summer temperatures. Very, very, very warm temperatures here in the south. But as we take a closer look, we can see moderate risk events here for the cities of Birmingham, Alabama, Jackson, Mississippi, Huntsville, Alabama, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, and Decatur, Alabama. These are moderate risk, and we are talking about an area population of about 4.5 million people. So this is going to be a significant event. So here we are in the early morning of Wednesday the 23rd, and as the system makes its way and it contributes to additional snowfall in the New Mexico area as well as southern Colorado, we anticipate that as it makes its way to Dallas, we'll have heavy thunderstorm activity. We anticipate even heavy rain on Monday for the city of Dallas also, and it's going to have an impact also here in Oklahoma. Oklahoma City can anticipate very, very severe weather as this system impacts the area. The most important thing for us to take a real closer look is a potential convection event that's going to be a two-day event moving its way across the continental United States. And as it makes its way significantly across, we anticipate a high chance of tornadoes going into the area. Here we have a moderate risk, and also the enhanced risk is pretty heavy also, because we're looking at Memphis, Tennessee, Nashville, Tennessee, Chattanooga, Tennessee, Clarksville, Tennessee, and Musgrove, Tennessee. Also, that area has an enhanced risk based on the NOAA modeling at this time. And then we even have slight risk as far south as New Orleans. New Orleans right now is actually experiencing quite a bit of heavy, significant precipitation and rainfall, because it's right on the border of the Gulf. It's Louisiana's prime area for interaction between any kinds of systems that are cooler convection air meeting with warmer systems, and that is a prescription for significant heavy thunderstorm activity. But if we take a real closer look at the system right now, we can actually see that there are warm temperatures in the Gulf. We're in the mid-70s right now, and we're also taking a look at the dew point activity in the area, and that has to do with the general saturation of moisture in the air. And we're looking at very high dew points in the area as this system moves across. And these are all combined with Cape profiling, which has to do with the potential for severe weather in the area. We are taking a really closer look at the possible impact of the tornado system here in the areas of as we had mentioned, Birmingham, Alabama, Jackson, Mississippi, Huntsville, Alabama, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, and Decatur, Alabama. These are all areas potential for significant, moderate to significant risk for possible tornadoes. As far as this being a large-scale convection event, it has the moisture that it needs in order to fuel supercell activity. And that's why we're doing this special update, because we want to warn as many people as possible in the areas of Alabama and Tennessee to be aware of all the different media channels that will help you to stay ahead of any tornado watches, ahead of any tornado landfalls, ahead of any kind of tornado events that are going to jeopardize life, the lives of your neighbors, your family, and property. So this is a very important alert for those who are living in the states of Alabama as well as Tennessee Valley area, also even as far as Kentucky and Ohio, to be a little bit more aware in the next 48 hours as far as what we anticipate will be a significant event, simply because of the advection of a rich Gulf air mass that's actually moving in, and it's going to be combined with the low pressure system that has almost like a center here in southern Texas. As it makes its way across, it's going to, you can actually see very warm temperatures here, even as far in central Florida, Georgia. So this system that's actually producing significant snow here in New Mexico and southern Colorado, as it makes its way across, we can actually see that there are several low pressure systems that are in the area right now, and then Louisiana, New Orleans area, which is prone to flooding, is actually seeing significant thunderstorm activity and weather, severe weather in the area already, even ahead of this low pressure system making its way across. So this is going to be a significant event, and we're going to be bringing more regular updates as we go along. Here we can actually see actually what we anticipate will be a Thursday. We can see that pressure, that low pressure system, well below that 1013 millibar cutoff for low pressure system. and it's actually below 1,000. So as the isobars start to really tighten, we anticipate that with the advection of the warm Gulf air mass coming up from the Gulf of Mexico and the Cape profiling, as we mentioned, Cape profiling has to do with the potential for severe weather, and that's actually in a measure of joules per kilogram. And as we take a look at that measure, we're actually seeing those ratings somewhere between 1,000 to 2,000 joules per kilogram. So that is going to be additional fuel. The other fuel that we're looking for are occasional breaks in cloud cover throughout the day on Thursday, which is going to contribute to additional surface heating. So we are really concerned about the situation here for Thursday morning going into Thursday evening for the states of Alabama as well as Tennessee, and we are going to be keeping a really close eye on the weather. And as the models continue to fluctuate throughout the day of Wednesday into Wednesday night, we are going to be posting updates as we go along to try and keep everyone, all of our subscribers, the family of our subscribers, in the know, so that we can actually assist people with being a little bit more aware of the significant weather system that's in your area and could be a significant threat to your neighborhood. So as we take a closer look, we can actually see going into Sunday that the risk that was moderate for the areas of Tennessee could be elevated to moderate or even higher, as this system sort of makes a northerly east track into the northeast, and with it, it's going to be torrential rainfall for the areas of Nashville, Tennessee, and also other cities in Tennessee. So we are looking at the advection of a significant event of warm air colliding with this low pressure system, and there are other air elements such as the Cape profiling, as we mentioned, breaks in cloud cover which could contribute to surface heating, and also the high dew points that we're actually seeing in this area. So as we take a closer look, we're going to be monitoring the area and the system as we go forward. Of course, please be aware of any tornado watch alerts for your area. Please stay tuned to your closest and your favorite weather station, as far as radio station, as far as information that serves your neighborhood, and by all means, be aware of any shelters that are immediately in your area that you can escape to with enough time available should the need arise. But here at Bow News Network, we want to reach out to all of our subscribers and all of our friends out there on social media to simply be aware of this significant weather event that's going to be occurring in the areas of Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, northern Georgia, Tennessee over the next 48 hours. Of course, we appreciate this privilege to bring you the latest weather information. And please be advised, subscribe so that you can get future updates going forward. And thank you so much for watching Bow News Network. And always remember to bow to the weather. Thank you.